Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release a legacy video every Friday. Hello everyone, Martin here back with another legacy video. Today trying something a little bit different. I am going to take you on a ride here where we go from theory crafting to the first test. So I decided that I wanted to play, or rather that I wasn't finished playing with this card here, Mind's Desire. Basically, just to sum things up, where we are currently in Legacy, I feel like Mind's Desire, it was unbanned like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months ago. There was a lot of hype and a lot of knowing sort of skepticism that probably Mind's Desire isn't all that, you know, it's cracked up to be or whatever. It's probably safe to unban. And we have mostly been proven for that to be correct. There was initially a little bit of a burst of people playing High Tide with Mind's Desire. It didn't really, I think, get over the hump for the fact that like it didn't change the sort of foundational conditions of High Tide, which is you probably need to get to turn 3 or turn 4 to start resolving High Tides. And then it was just a little bit more of a sort of I don't know. I was gonna say deterministic. It obviously isn't, but it was like closer to being deterministic than I guess Time Spiral if you had enough Storm. But blah blah blah. It sort of didn't really change what that deck was capable of doing, I think. Then there were some people playing it in the Epic Storm. There were some people trying out like old ANT lists and then slotting in Mind's Desire. I don't think any of that really paid off. I dabbled with that, but not seriously. I tried building a Doomsday Dark Ritual like Mind's Desire combo deck that basically slotted Mind's Desire in um, while trying to maintain the sort of core of modern day Legacy Doomsday. It was all right, but ultimately it wasn't good enough, I don't think. It's something I still, on occasion, will sort of drag out of the cupboard and play a league with, but um, I never really got it to click. And I think this deck is sort of a departure from that. Sort like it's a different take on that. It's sort of using that as a departure point. We have cut the Doomsday package altogether. Instead, we're sort of a little bit more all in on the Mind's Desire, and then we have the One Ring. And I think what the One Ring does that's interesting, and to my mind hasn't really been explored together with Mind's Desire, is that like Mind's Desire often requires you to um it often requires that like that one more resource than you have, like that one more mana or that one more storm count. And I think what the One Ring does is it can afford us to like build a bridge from where we are to where we need to be, in that we play the One Ring and we sort of we get the time walk. The ring immediately replaces itself, and if we use, let's say, a dark ritual to get it out, then once we get the turn back, we draw 2 cards, which is like the dark ritual we use plus that one more card, which may be like another dark ritual or like a lotus petal or something we need. Um, I also think like hitting the One Ring off of Mind's Desire is neat in that it's just like a free draw card, but we're still casting the One Ring, so we're still getting the invulnerable, the protection from everything rather, which also means that if we hit, say, off of Mind's Desire, if we hit like the One Ring plus Brainstorm or the One Ring plus Lorn Revealed, and opponent like flashes in Bowmasters, like casting the One Ring gives us the protection, which is nice. I decided, like, I think ideally this is a Demir deck, but I just really feel like in today's like scam climate, it's sort of correct to be on green. Green also gives us Carpet of Flowers, which is great. I've somewhat ported my current sort of bug Doomsday sideboard over, except I cut I swapped Boseiju um, for Abrupt Decay because like Boseiju mainly is there to kill like Dress Down under a Teferi or like through a counterspell, and especially under the Teferi is where you know decay falters. But I think almost it's probably better to have decay in this build because if we're boarding in all these cards to like fight tempo decks, which as you can tell is still probably my main concern. Having this that kills like Dragon's Rage Chandlers and Bowmasters is probably an upgrade to Boseiju. Yeah, I think that's probably it. I'm gonna yeah. Let's see. This is all me sort of just theory crafting, just like goofing around, trying to just basically trying to see if there's any more juice to be squeezed from Mind's Desire. Oh yeah, also like I forgot to mention the two Dark Petition, and also I guess the win condition. The win condition we can only win game one by putting a lethal tendrils on the stack, which means we need to dodge opposing Veil of Summer. But I think that's probably doable in the format. And yeah, the Dark Petition is just like it's another card that can like you can go sort of early doors, like ritual out a Dark Petition and get like the One Ring. That's something of an investment, but like mana investment. So it's not going to happen very often. We can also like with an even steeper mana investment, we can like a petition for Mind's Desire. But then like Dark Petition is also there to hit once we sort of cast Mind's Desire to have enough hits. And I think like that's also one of the issues with Mind's Desire is like how much storm do you need, and what is it realistic to achieve with this sort of deck? I think it's hard to achieve more than storm. Like I think at the very high end in normal games, Mind's Desire will at very best be the sixth spell that you cast. And that's probably only if you got like an opponent to cast something like a spell too. Like let's say you dark ritual and then they brainstorm and then okay ritual resolves and then you just resolve all your rituals and then like maybe you can get five spells and then plus the brainstorm that's six with the Mind's Desire, and the fail rate is somewhat. I feel like it's somewhat high if storm is five or even six. So yeah, but like now we have like more like three remaining desires. We have the two dark petitions. We have three the One Rings. We have three Lorn reveals that are all sort of interesting slash insane cards to hit. Obviously, Mind's Desire being the chief among them. But yeah, this is a deck that can sort of go again as well. Like if we like desire for three, I guess not three would be too low, but if we desire for four or five and we hit like Ring plus Lorien, that's a pretty insane like that's pretty good. Let's just leave it at that. But okay, let's see. Maybe we'll fall flat on our faces, or maybe we'll get some food for thought. Who knows? Let's go jump into the league. Okay, we are on the draw for round number one with a an interesting hand. I'm going to keep this, and we'll see where this takes us. How far down the rabbit hole? Flooded Strand, so it's not really saying a lot. Just gonna play Pluto Delta here and probably cycle, or not cycle, but fetch Undercity Sewers. But let's see. Okay, we have a Meticulous Archive there, so another one of these. These are just, I'm so happy with these Surveil lands. They're so cool. Ponder, okay. So I guess like things I would like to see right now are like Dark Ritual, or I guess actually probably like a cantrip would be great. Okay, they no shuffle on the ponder and they play basic plane, so this could be like some sort of control deck. It could be like Cephalid Breakfast. I've seen that pop up a little bit more than before, and I don't know. Okay, the One Ring, I'll take that. Okay, so I'm going to just say go here And then hopefully, like, if they make some sort of play this turn, that would be great. Triumph, yeah, yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna daze it. I'm going to cycle lore revealed. They have Savannah, so they would need force plus force, I guess. Like if they have Veil, we like force plus Veil, then we can beat that. Let's get a tropical island here, and I would love to draw another blue card so I don't have to pitch my Mind's Desire. Ooh, another ring. That's also pretty good. There's a big pause here. It feels like like they have a counter spell, but let's see. So Force of Negation. I'm actually going to bank on them not having Veil of Summer in the main deck and pitch my Daze to keep my Mind's Desire. If they have Veil, it's a huge punish, but they have second Force. Okay. I mean, that happens. They have one card in hand. If I can draw land, I can re-ring, but yeah. They pitch 2 Lorne Revealed. I now take 5. And the beats are on here. Land and what? They're casting something. Is this Murktide maybe? Yep, okay. So I'm taking 11 next turn if I don't draw land here or a mana source. But I do draw land, so that was pretty big. We do need to kind of draw hut here with the ring. And for them to not draw anything noteworthy. And Brainstorm is not it, unfortunately, but let's see. They just draw land. Okay, excellent. So all the chips are out here. They're attacking with one of their creatures for some reason. Okay, I take 1, go to 12, which means I am dead next turn. But I draw a Chromok, so I think we can at least try and see if we can get a Mind's Desire going here. Just need to one sort of mana source. Yeah, that was good. So let's see here. We have 5 lands. If we imprint Brainstorm, we have 6 mana. That becomes 8 with Dark Ritual. Let's say we use 5. We have 3 floating. And we can't get Cabal Ritual because we're not going to have, I think, the correct amount of blue remaining. Let's see here. Let's say we fetch whatever. Fetch Underground Sea, imprint Brainstorm. So we have 6 mana. We cast Dark Ritual off of Undercity Sewers. So we have 4 blue and 3 black. We use the 3 black and 2 blue. So we have 1 blue, 1 blue, 2 1 black, 2 blue floating. And then if we were, oh yeah, hang on, because we get the 3 black, the 3 back. Is that just the best thing? So let's see. Storm is 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Cabal Writ, 5 with Mind's Desire. Or we can spin the wheel with Brainstorm and then imprint the Dark Petition on the Chromox. So yeah, maybe I like that more actually. Yeah, let's try that. Just hit like any spell. Or some more spells. Yeah, that was probably pretty good. Just need to remember to always have the 2 blue floating here. So if let's imprint the Chromox, and I guess we can imprint it with Dark Petition. And then we can, no. Oh yeah, no, that was see, I almost slipped up there, and I should have imprinted it with Ponder to be able to then cast Dark Petition. Oh, that was, yeah, oh, what a punt. I could have cast Dark Petition instead and just gotten like another ritual, I think. Oh well, we're now committed. So Actually, hang on, hang on. Am I just being dumb here? I didn't make my land drop, right? Let me just make sure. Puts. No, and there is a land on top, so I should be able to just do this. Grab a Misty Rainforest. And yeah, okay, okay, okay. We still got the extra spell. That's all fine. Get a land out of the deck. Okay, so Storm is 6. This is not a deterministic win by any means. But let's see what we flip. We flip Force. That's just bad. It's blank. Brainstorm is fine. Is there any point in brainstorming and then getting the shuffle? Potentially, but we can wait. Dark Ritual. Yeah, maybe I brainstorm and just get like get like a thing out of the deck that I don't want, like the land here. So let's put back the Lore Revealed and the the Ponder. Oh, land. Oh, come on. No, come on, something good. Ugh. Okay, and we fizzle. God damn it. Well, that could have been great, but it ultimately wasn't. All right, let's see here. So this is like a blue. This is like Bant Beanstalk probably. Maybe they have black. We don't know. Um, I think the carpets are pretty good. I think probably like a couple of decay just to answer random shit. Like they could have Lavinia or Meddling Mage. I haven't seen Meddling Mage in a hot minute, but you know. And I think Bowmaster is an interesting card versus them. So now, what do we cut here? Is the question. 6 spells is a lot to bring in. Maybe we can cut a couple of dazes. Um, and maybe like a land, like basic island here, and maybe like a Chrome Mox. Maybe actually both Chrome Moxes because we're bringing the 2 carpets. And then what's the final cut? Is it the last days? Yeah, on the. Oh no, hang on, hang on. I'm on the play. I guess it's not that important. Maybe I think maybe days even is up for debate in this deck because we're not really gonna be a turn 1 deck very often, and I think like the earlier turn deck you are as a combo deck, the better days is for obvious reasons. Um, hmm. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't know this. Yeah, I'll keep this. Um, little bit of a like weirdo hand here, but like the basic island abrupt decay is you never want to see that. Okay, put on mulliganing. Maybe that's how we'll get our win. You could say we're practically mulliganed already with the decay. Okay. Um let's uh let's just go land go here and I will Lorien revealed for Underground Sea. Oh, my opponent is passing through their. Oh, they're just passing through their turn? Okay. I wonder who has like a lot of of counter magic. Okay. Lotus Petal? Oh, Veil Summer, okay. Well, let's go. Okay, they're passing again? What's going on here? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna brainstorm. If I'm them and I'm just sitting like a fistful of counter spells, I might just want to counter this. Okay, let's see here. Can we can both Veil and still do everything here, but we're gonna have to put back the Force of Will anyways. They know we're a Desire deck, Yeah, I think if they play this right, they probably got us because okay. So let's see here. I Veil now. They just force again. Um and I can't even like Dark Ritual in response and then have them force that and then I Veil because I'm gonna run out of blue mana. So maybe I do just like maybe the rest of their hand is like Flusterstorms and not another pitch counter. But it probably is, and if that's the case, we'll just have to. Oh, it's not. Sick. Okay. Hopefully, it's not like they don't have Mind's Desire. Oh, sorry, not Mind's Desire. Mind Break Trap. That's the last card we need to worry about now. Oh, they're paying costs here. They're surgicling our Dark Ritual. Okay, that doesn't matter anymore. You need Mind Break Trap now to not lose. If I if I whiff from Storm 9, I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay. Ponder is the first reveal. Lauren revealed, yes please. Force of Will, okay, that's great. The One Ring, yeah, and yum yum. More One Ring. And the last card was a Dark Petition. Okay, so that's good. That means we have the win here. We can just Dark Petition for the Tendrils. I guess let's cast the Lorne Revealed. Just why not? Um, and let's Dark Petition. And we get Tendrils. And we have, like, we can force plus, like, Brainstorm into blue card for our, for our other force. Okay. Alright. Hey, we got to go off. I was sure they had, like, double force. Like, that was the reason they would keep a, like, keep a no-lander. So they had, like, force, surgical, and if I had to guess, they probably had at least one more relevant card that wasn't the force. So it could have been like yeah, I don't know, like a deafening silence or a flusterstorm or something like that. And they showed us leyline bindings, so they kept leyline bindings in, I guess because we showed them the ring. Um, yeah, I think I probably just resubmit here. I'm a little bit concerned about tendrils versus their green mana. Like I feel pretty sure they probably are like a Veil Summer deck. Okay, now it's my turn to not have any lands, and I do have to mulligan this. And I'll keep this. And bottom... I guess I'll bottom a Dark Ritual. Like, Dark Ritual is Storm, but we need, like, 3 lands anyways to start putting Dark Rituals on the stack if we want to Mind's Desire. Okay. No turn 1 Deafening Silence, so that's nice. Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, I think I'm just going to ponder here. That means no. Oof, wow, great cards here. Do kind of want all of these. So let's take it slow. All right, I'm gonna next turn. Here's how I'm planning this out. I'm gonna play Snow Covered Island, and then I'm just gonna hold up Orcish Bowmasters, and they will have to deal with that. And then on the subsequent turn, I can Misty Rainforest. I will have drawn the carpet. Um, and the Mind's Desire, and then I can like play fetch Trop, play Carpet, and we'll see how we go from there. But you know, at that point, we have some mana to play with potentially. So what am I worried about here? Yeah, Veil of Summer. Okay, so I draw my Carpet and pass. They didn't see Bowmasters last game, so not sure if they were sort of expecting it. Doorkeeper Thrall. So this means the One Ring doesn't trigger the invulnerability, but that's all this does versus us. Which is not irrelevant, but it's also not like insane. That does kind of feel like that could have been a relevant card and it wasn't. So in the sort of card economy scheme of things, yeah. Ponder. I am just gonna Bowmasters. If we can get them to like cast a Veil right now, that's a Veil they don't have. Oh yeah, never mind. This doesn't trigger when it comes in, but it does get to trigger off the Ponder. And because they use their white mana, they can't plow in response. Yeah, we'll just shoot them. And they did not shuffle. Collector Roof. Okay. Alright, so we can't both Veil of Summer and Mind's Desire here, unfortunately. But I do think it's correct to play out the carpet. So I could go like float 2 black, and then so I would have 4 would become 6 would become. I mean, the problem with Mind's Desire is once it's known, it's sort of free to know exactly when to counter what you need to counter. I don't know. I think I am just gonna pass here, because if I go Dark Ritual, they let that resulting just say, okay, well, I mean, like if they let if they counter any one of my rituals, I don't get to Mind's Desire, and I've sort of wasted 2 Storm. I wonder if you're them, do you attack with the Collector Roof? They cycle or revealed. And get Sanders Lounge. They can just like binding my carpet here, which would be unfortunate, but not. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. No black mana outside of the lounge. So I'm thinking this is just 4-color Beanstalk that has okay, and there's a Beanstalk. Interesting that they don't care about me drawing here. I guess I do just shoot them. I don't think there's an advantageous like sniper shot on one of the creatures. Now they can't attack with Oof. That much is clear. They can attack with the Doorkeeper. Any spell here, I probably go for it. Yeah. Let's say blue, I guess. And let's cast this Dark Ritual. Oh, if they would just if they could put a counter spell on the stack here, I would love this. Please just cast any spell here, please. Oh, I completely forgot that this Lotus Petal actually doesn't tap for mana. I'm not sure I would have like factored that into my calculations. Okay, I'm gonna just like play the Veil to get the storm here. Okay, now we need with Storm 5. It's not a lot. We need this to not whiff. Okay, please, something good, something good. That's not something good. The One Ring is also right now not something good. If I can hit an Abrupt Decay, that's kind of nice. Fuck. What was the last hit? Dark Ritual. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna play my my the One Ring. If we do hit Abrupt Decay, then that's not nothing. I guess I just cast this this Dark Ritual to, you know, get to Threshold. And yep, let's and I guess I will I will attack with my orc army. But yeah, that was something of a spew. I could cast my second the One Ring. I think I should do that actually, just to again grow the graveyard. It's in exile otherwise. Okay. Boo. Second time in this game in this match that it has failed me. But we do have like it's not immaterial what's in play right now. They need to find removal for the Bowmasters, I guess. Um, what happens if I shoot the Collector Roof? They would need um, they would need the Leyline Binding to take out Bowmasters, which they probably need anyways. It's probably going to be their target because right now, like, so now they can just like run rampant with their draws. Teferi, okay, the Teferi probably bounces my Orc army. So now I am down to having like nothing really of significance in play. So, oh, surgical on what? On Mind's Desire, okay. It's not. It's still not impossible for us to win, but it's certainly like more difficult. But they them being on 13, if I can find Abrupt Decay with my Undercity Sewer Surveil here, and start drawing cards with the One Ring, then maybe. But it's a lot to ask for. Okay, I take 3. All right, Undercity Sewers, let's go. And then please Abrupt Decay. That's not Abrupt Decay. I guess like Dark Petition can go get Abrupt Decay, but they would need to not have a Force of Will. Um, let's just not trigger this right now and see where this brainstorm takes us. They could also just counter this. Okay, I don't. Oh, I was gonna say I don't hate the Bowmasters, but of course of course it doesn't trigger on enter the battlefield. I'm still gonna play it, but I'm gonna trigger my carbid. But I think that probably is the death knell because now I'm brainstorm locked. I'm drawing 2 sort of blanks. Let's trigger this for black. Yeah, man, that Doorkeeper Thrall is pretty badass. It's very good for like against Doomsday as well. I'm kind of hoping this is just a passing trend that people will stop playing it in control decks because it's kind of hard to beat. Okay, they are triggering Mystic Sanctuary on Ponder. Okay, all right. Second Bowmasters is in. What does that mean? Likely not that much. Teferi gets a plus a loyalty counter, and we are being attacked. We're under attack. I'm taking 3 a turn to them taking 1, so. And that probably does it. Let's yeah, no. Let's screw this. I'm drawing Basic Swamp and Force of Will. Excuse me, sorry about that. And yeah, let's go into round number 2. All right, on the play for round number 2. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. This is like a potential turn 2 the One Ring, which is nice. Yeah, let's I'm actually gonna grab this Daze here, just in case. I mean, I would love to not have to pick up my Trop here in order to actually do the turn 2 thing. Okay, and that's not a Wasteland. Aether Vial. That is something that I would ideally like to Daze, but I think I'm just gonna, take my turn 1 or turn 2 the One Ring here, and I will actually now daze their Force of Will if they have one. Didn't have one. The One Ring is in. I'm going to draw another land here. It's Bayou, I believe. And let's go. They can't Bowmasters us through the Vial this turn. At least we will get another turn. Also, like this Island Aether Vial makes me think it's either that Wizards deck that kind of popped up, that like the Patron Wizard. There was a deck that sort of flashed up a couple of weeks ago at a tournament, and yeah, let's see here. If this is like Wizard or Merfolk, I guess is my guess. Merfolk, okay. So maybe it's just Merfolk. Good old, you know, honest to God Merfolk. Silver Gill Adapt, showing me Lord of Atlantis. God bless you, opponent. Now, that's typically not the favorite thing for combo players to play against, but it like Merfolk of olden time played like Wasteland as well, and like Force and Days. I'm not sure how Cavern of Souls and maybe they also play Mutavault, like how much that changes things. We are likely like they likely get at least they would need at least 2 combat steps to run us over, and maybe 3. But between the ring, like dealing us damage, I think 2 might be enough. Let's see here. If they can like put 2 lords into play, this adept swings for 4, and the next turn they would swing for 4 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 10. That's 14. Oh, what's this? Don't know this one. It is indestructible. That doesn't matter right now. When it attacks, draw a card. Other merfolk you control have ward 1. Okay, none of this fortunately matters right now for us. I'm guessing here's the Lord of Atlantis they showed us before. Yep, okay. So I take 3 next turn. If nothing else happens, I will take another 9, but something probably will happen. So I think this is the time when between the ring, the mana in our hand, and the Dark Petition, we need to like find a Big Mind's Desire. All right, I'm gonna surveil here at the end of turn. I would love to see just like a ritual probably, or a Mind's Desire. I guess no, a ritual. Ritual is what I want, not basic swamp. All right, let's go. Another ring also does it here. Would do quite nicely. Okay. Well, let's draw here. All right, how much mana are we gonna have? So between the land drop is 4, 2 petals 6, Chromox 7. We spend 5 on mines on Dark Petition, and then that's yeah, that's not enough. We could we can put lethal tendrils on the stack here. Um, we could just get like another ring and then keep going. Is that like the best course of action? In that case, we need to like protect storm cards. Yeah, let's imprint something on this Chromox. Probably the days. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am gonna Dark Petition here. Oh, come on. How is that possible of me to misclick like that? Okay, and then I get yeah, I guess I can't really preserve any storm if I want to be able to veil. Man, this sucks. 1 more mana, huh? I am actually gonna save the petal in my hand and rather protect this with force if I need to, and bank on them not having 2 forces. Okay, but they didn't even have 1. Okay, I'm gonna keep the one with 3 counters on it. And now I have the Time Walk. This is sort of what I dreamt up, like this kind of scenario, but we're still sort of a Mind's Desire and some action short. We have like 1 storm in our hand right now. Um, we could also like lead off with Veil of Summer, and if that resolves, we like Lotus Petal and uh, Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say like lead with Veil, and then if it resolves, like pedal, force the pedal. The pedal doesn't get forced. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Also, let's hope nothing too scary can come out of this vial on two. I'm not actually sure what might. Okay, they're getting their draw, which is obviously makes sense off the attack. How do you pronounce this? Svalen of Sea and Sky. All right, we take three, and this is we need to either put another ring into play or win right now. I would prefer the latter. None of that. So we could draw three off of Lorien revealed. Maybe let's just count the mana here. We have five in play, six with sea, seven with pedal, 10 with Call Ritual, and then five after Lorien revealed is done drawing. But that's yeah, four if we have to Veil of Summer. So I think I lead. I probably lead. Oh, I hold off with my land. Okay, that just happened. I guess I just cast this. Well, there's a Mind's Desire, but it's not enough. I can't get to. I can't get to the 6 mana. Oi, oi, oi! This is oh, this is so close though, right? Um, so if I make my land drop, that's 4 mana. The Lotus Petal is 5. Um, I could start like doing weird stuff, like dazing and forcing my own spells to build Storm, but it doesn't build like I'm never getting like 8 more Storm out of that for the tendrils. Um, and if I cast my tendrils now, I don't have a way to like recur it from the graveyard. Oh man, that is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's it, right? I can't get tendrils back, so even like I can't like mini tendrils. There's no doomsday to like put it in. Like I could tap out here and then cast Lore Revealed, but then no matter what 3 cards I draw, I lose. So I think I just yeah, well, that's frustrating. All right, well, I mean, back in the saddle. I don't know that I really have that much going here. Like carpet is okay, but they also have like non-basics. They might have something like Null Rod, but or probably not Null Rod because of Aether Vial, but they could have something else that we would want to remove, some disruptive permanent. But I think I board pretty lightly here. Maybe 4 Veil is a little strong. I'll cut one. I mean, they are obviously like probably a counterspell deck, but I don't know. Like maybe I don't even want the decay. Let's try this. I don't know. Like they could have like Thorn of Amethyst maybe. That's kind of GG if that resolves. This is a mulligan. I'll keep this. Bottom one of the Dark Petitions. And then I will. Yeah, no, I don't think I showed them Mind's Desire last game. All right, I'm gonna ponder. And yeah, these are pretty good. Pretty good hits. They could have we have to watch out for Hull Breacher, right? Okay, they have the turn 1 vial. They also mulligan to 6. Okay, I think I just make my land drop and pass here. If they go like Ancient Tomb Go, I'm gonna hate myself. Oh, they do play Wasteland. Interesting. Okay, I guess I am going to brainstorm right now. Yeah. All right, let's put back my Desire and Dark Petition. Really hope they don't have, I forget the name of it, the one that can like force spike your spells. I also really hope this resolves. Did. Alright, I'm gonna just pass here. They do also play Wasteland. That's interesting. Okay. Vile didn't put anything in here. So another island would be lovely. Tide Shaper. It's not kicked. It doesn't, I don't control an island, so. Womp womp. But no second land drop from them. That's probably smart. If I 2, 3, 5, no. Not enough mana. Let's just pass. Not gonna trigger this. Okay, Vial is activated. Okay, just a Lord. Yeah, how good's your island walk right now, buddy? Uh-oh. Another Lord? Yep, alright. I'm gonna be taking big chunks of damage now. If I'm lucky, I have one more, like they can not kill me next turn, but that's a big if. Okay. I am gonna, I guess, I am gonna cast or attempt to cast the One Ring here. Probably need to spew off my Petal, which is another storm spell. So again, there's that tension. But just to be able to cast Veil Summer. Alright, come on. Okay, there's a Force. Do you also have like a Flusterstorm? Or another Force? Okay, they did not. Alright, and we drew land. That's good. But now our hand is pretty awkward. Okay, Dark Ritual is good. I just really would love to not have both of these Mind's Desires because like having a Mind's Desire in the deck, like having another one is kind of would be nice if our opponent would, you know, give us a helping hand here by playing an island. But I'm sort of expecting them not to do that. No, no, come on, come on. Ah, god damn it! I clicked through again. I needed to Undercity Sewers here. I think I can't afford to lose a mana. Okay, Force of Will, absolute not useful right now. I'm just gonna wait with the trigger and see where this takes us. Just shit, just absolute garbage. Let's see, 3 plus the Dark Ritual is 5. So we could like Dark Ritual, cast Dark Petition, have 3 floating, do nothing. So let's say nothing came through the vial here. We would take 9. We would be at 3. Take 2 from our ring. No longer be able to do anything like crack our fetch. Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Yeah, just like well played by our opponent to not like play out any more of their lands. I'm 100% sure they have at least an island in their hand. We can't even daze anything because that involves fetching, which kills us. We can't force anything, and look at all these bricks in our hand. Terrible. I don't feel like my deck has cooperated very well, but that might just also be down to how it was constructed. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I just pass here. Here comes a creature, and I'm dead. Alright, GG's. Well, so far so terrible, but I am persevering. Off to round number 3. I'm gonna play the Tropical Island and pass. There's also a world where I play a fetch, and then I can like Undercity Sewers at end of turn if I don't need to use my mana. But then I also don't have a fetch land for the brainstorm, so I don't know about that. All right, let's cast that brainstorm, huh? Okay, let's put away Tendrils of Agony and Basic Swamp, and I will pass. Savannah and Windswept Heath, so could be like Depths. It could be a Beanstalk deck. Could even be like Infect on a really wonky start, but yeah. So costs are being paid. No, they had a change of heart. Okay. We could also still like see a Bowmasters out of this start. Nothing is beyond. Is there fetching in response? Am I gonna get stifled? That would be kind of surprising. No, no stifle. Just Bowmasters probably. Oh no, nothing. All right, maybe they had hopes for me. Okay, tell you what, I am actually gonna put this Force of Will on top. I might need to force something. Okay, let's just do a little mana check here. So 4, 5 with Cabalret, then 3 remaining with this. If we wanted to, we could cycle Lorna Revealed and like next turn, and then we could like all of these cards could turn into a the One Ring. We would have Veil of Summer remaining. I think I probably do just force this though. It shuts off that play, that line. It gets us a card closer to Threshold, and I'd just rather not have to worry about Bowmasters if I don't have to. The Veil kind of makes it so that we can play through it, but yeah. Hopefully they don't like Thalia us or something right now. Alright, they're just passing. Alright, we're still not really close to Threshold. 4, 5, 6, 2 floating. No, 1 floating, and then so like these 3 cards, Dark Petition, Cabal Ritual, and Lotus Petal, can turn into the One Ring. I'm not sure if that's worth it. It might be. And oh, this is hard. If they then have more Bowmasters, then it's not the end of the world because we still have the Veil. I think I actually am gonna attempt to turn these into the one Ringu. Alright, if they have like crop rotation for Bajuka Bog now, that nukes my graveyard and turns off spell mastery, so that's a play they could make. But no! Oh god damn it! I misclicked because. Fuck me. All right, I will pass. I misclicked there. My computer sort of lagged out for a second, and between like the deck appearing behind me for selection, I thought I needed to like click on the screen to get the enhanced image off of this, and then just clicked on. I guess for all the misclicks it could have done it, like my desire was not the worst. Okay, they had more Bowmasters. Yippee ki yay! All right, rebuilding, because who cares? All right, here's Mox Diamond. Please don't start wastelanding me. So this is some sort of like um, green, white, black depths for like the heir apparent to like 4-color loam. I guess 3-color loam without loam. So not really. All right, what's this? Night. Okay, night is gonna start like just nuking my lands. Green Suns for 0. Sure. Okay. I need something miraculous to happen here. Well, I think Dark Ritual might be my best draw here. Let's just to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So we can make this 4. Then we need we need this like we need something miraculous to come off the four My Desire copies. I feel like we're due, um, but I'm not too hopeful. I think it basically has to be another Desire among them. So all right, Mind's Desire for four, kind of pathetic, but it's where we are. We hit the One Ring. I mean that can draw one card and Time Walk our opponent. Oh, we hit Desire. Yes, yes, baby. Come on, a spell, any spell. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So now we cast these spells. Desire will be 7 copies. And let's go. Okay, Veil Summer. Not great. Days, not great. Blue Delta, shit. Petal, no. Rainforest, no. No. Oh no. The True Fizzle. Oh, look at this steaming pile of I don't even know. Alright. The One Ring draws exactly tendrils. We did the thing we were supposed to do, and we didn't do what we needed to do. All right. I mean, I can keep playing, I guess, but I mean, what's the point? Okay. I'm gonna do it. Let's play the pedal here. Did I miss a? Did I have a land drop remaining? I do. Guess casting Veil because why not? And let's just go. So we do have a couple of redraws with this, but I don't know if I can like mentally recover from what just happened. Okay, opponent's doing something. Yep, they can destroy my Lotus Petal, I guess, if they want to. They're trying to destroy the One Ring, that doesn't work. So we need like in the top decks, top cards in our deck needs to probably be a Veil of Summer. I guess no, maybe not, but like another Mind's Desire is what we need, and then to draw some lands or whatever. Okay, I'm guessing they're like nuking our graveyard here or just wasting us. Like another the One Ring would actually be great here. Yeah, there's a MTGO Bog. It the only thing this really means is we don't have Threshold, and if we draw the last Dark Petition, we don't have Spell Mastery. Draw Days, that's not useful. Alright, we take a couple of damage here. Guess I probably ponder first. If I can find the ring. Find a lot of mana, but that's no good. Guess I fetch. So what needs to happen off of this Lorien revealed is it needs to hit, I think, like ring plus mana or I don't know. We have this Lotus Petal in hand. We hit the remaining desires, but it doesn't matter. Jesus. Okay, that was kind of savage. Yep. Let's jump into the sideboard. I think Fatal Push is like over Decay. They could have something like Choke, I guess. Um, yeah, Bowmasters to answer their Bowmasters. Is that something we want? Possibly, though. Maybe not. I don't know. These dazes have felt pretty bad all through the league. I want to at least cut 2. Then Probably a Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer is how we like normally beat the Bowmasters, but like a resolve Bowmasters. But I've boarded in like 3 removal spells, and they could have some amount of discard, but probably not a lot post board. And they're not a blue deck. Okay, keeping this. Not happy about it though. I am gonna try and fetch basic island. I think they also kept 7, so that's kind of scary. Uh, yeah, I think I'll take the fatal push and then the One Ring. So let's see. Am I getting like turn 1 Thoughtseize here? Nope, not off basic forest at least. Reclaimer, okay. Well, Reclaimer can get fatal pushed, but Reclaimer doesn't ramp, and I wonder if I'm supposed to. I think I'm going to lead on this Ponder actually. I think I probably am supposed to not push this and save the push for like a night or something. So I think I take the Misty here. And then Delta can fetch basic swamp. And then we play Misty and pass. And then like after that we play C and the One Ring. I also like how like not pushing the Reclaimer makes me not have to force a Green Sun Zenith, I guess. Well, okay. Dark Depths. Green Sun's for 0. Okay, well, then I do think this does change things. Because now I think I need to kill the Reclaimer. Because now, like, next turn they can drop a land and then they just have Merit Lodge. Which they might have anyways. I don't know. Okay, so that's, okay, I think I actually just make the One Ring right now. I'll imprint the Force of Will. I mean, if they have access to the thing, the collect roof next turn, then you know that's too bad. They're paying costs here. Surgical on what? On Ponder. Okay. Maybe they want to sneak a peek. Wait, why is this? There were 2 Ponders in my graveyard. Yeah, this must be just to see what's in my hand. I do like how this is like mostly. This doesn't care about surgical. This list here. And we draw another land, which was maybe not what the doctor ordered. Okay, no collector roof, no collector roof, no collector roof. They don't have access to black mana for Bowmasters. That's also kind of nice, I guess. Alright, they are passing here. Play the Savannah, and am I just getting my turn? Seems too good to be true. I am. Alright, cool. Alright, let's start putting things together here. Lotus Petal is good. So I'll play a land here so I have Hardcast Force of Will. Plus we could kill the Dryad Arbor. I don't think we need to though. If they have crop rotation here, we do need to force that. They do. Hopefully they don't have Veil of Summer, but if they do, then at least it means they can't also make Merit Lodge in my end step, in terms of how much mana they would need for that, unless they have like Spirit Guide or something. Okay, that's countered. And the Fatal Push means we have some protection in case they have like the Oof here once we untap. They were paying costs here. Another crop rotation. Okay, so if this gets Thespian stage, that still doesn't let them, again, unless they also have, like, if their last one of their last two cards is an Elvish Spirit Guide. Elvish Spirit Guide. All right, please don't also have that. Great, that was good. So we need to win now. Once we get the turn, we need them to not like choke, like cast choke or something, and then we need to win. There's a Sylvan Library. That's fine. Okay, now we're not even dead because they don't have the mana to do this. But probably like letting them untap with the Sylvan is not what we want. Okay, Dark Petition. All right. Uh, Probably or hopefully this is good enough. Let's All right, I'm gonna fetch. Get this closer to threshold. Okay, I'm gonna also put Lotus Petal into play now in case they want to do something to take me off threshold. Okay, and I'm gonna Dark Petition to build Storm here. Let's see, how much mana do we have? We have 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they can see. Never mind. All right, cool. Well, I evidently had nothing, so. All right, for the last game, how do we feel? Are we too vulnerable without like a single like removal spell for something other than creatures? I think maybe the Bowmasters can come out and the Decay can come in. Yeah, let's try this. Also, like, Bowmasters doesn't kill Oof, which is like probably the creature they have we care the most about. So, like, Decay both kills Bowmasters and Oof, so I think probably that was just like more correct, like no matter what. Okay. I think I'm keeping this hand, but it is a little bit weird. And if they just discard our tendrils, I don't think they would ever do that. But if they like Thoughtseize Tendrils, we can't win, which is saying something. Okay, another petal is not the worst. Let's just see if we can find a Mind's Desire. I'm gonna get basic islands, and I could waste it out. No, 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 no. Yep, yep, yep. Fucking Magic Online bug. I swear this is real. The shuffle thing is real. This can't happen that many times with like a one-off. I know that many times. It's only happened once this video, but I've had it happen lots of times, and I know other people have. Floating the Reclaimer activation here. Oh, oi, no, no. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Embarrassing, just surveil land from hand. I'll take the Ponder. Okay. Glad I didn't like have the Ponder in hand. They're like my deck is getting shuffled. This is an interesting surgical. I guess again, there is obviously value in seeing our hand for 0 mana. I mean that's like half of a Gataxian Probe, but just going down a card to not take anything from my hand. I guess they also maybe thought that me surveilling something to the top meant that I really wanted it, which I mean I wanted it, but I didn't strictly speaking need it. I just needed it to look at more cards. Now I guess replacing that with a random draw is worse. I would rather have the Ponder, but it's not like a card's value worth of worse, if that makes sense. At least in my. Here comes the Reclaimer. Is this just for like flagstones to get the engine rolling, or is this for like Dark Depths and then they just drop a stage or something? That's not Dark Depths, but now they can like get Dark Depths with their Reclaimer. Okay, we are sort of under the cosh here. They could also no, they can't like crop rotation into this and win like and make Mirage as well. Well, now there is black mana. Okay, so here comes the Collector Roof, is my guess. Which means we now do need to like hit a land that makes green mana. And that's not it. Alright. And now they can. They still can't make Mirage at end of turn, but they can next turn. Here is crop rotation, which does mean that Mirage now looms large, if you will. Oh, but they're getting Wasteland. Alright, so now they're going that direction. I can dig it. Now Reclaimer can get another Wasteland. And I'm sort of going to be running out of lands. Okay, tap Wasteland in their own end of turn, or in their own second main phase. Land? Oh, why would there be a land? I'm actually going to like discard Veil of Summer over putting a Petal into play because Petal still might actually do something in terms of like a storm count here. Okay, I have no black mana now, so now like drawing a green land doesn't do it either. Not really sure. Like taking 5 a turn here. I need to draw like hot right now. And would probably also need for them to not do this. Yikes, Ramanap Excavator. Okay, so let's I guess tell you what, I'm actually going again, I'm gonna go to the end of turn here and discard my decay. Then at the end of their turn I'm gonna Lorien Revealed for an Underground Sea, I guess. Which would play right into Surgical Extraction, but let's just hope they don't have that. And then let's hope that the draw step is kind to us and gives us like a cantrip into Dark Petition or whatever. And because I suppose it's not impossible that we like they are at 16. They have taken 4 damage to their own effects. But I am running out of time here. This will be my last shot at this. Well, let's hope that actually, you know what? I'm gonna take Underground Sea here. An amazing sequence of events would be if they like Surgical now for 2 life, take Underground Sea, and then I draw Bayou. But that's not it. Instead, I draw a Lotus Petal, which doesn't do it here. I am able to put 14 damage and gain 14, but unfortunately, that's just too short. All right, we are 0 and 3. Yikes. Okie doke. Round number 4 on the play. I think I've been on the play in every round. So there's that. This is a mulligan, no mana. This is probably a keep. How does this work? Oh god. So awkward. Alright, well, I mean, I am going to keep, but this is really, really wonky. I'm going to get rid of Veil. No, wait, I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? I think I was supposed to put, yeah, I was supposed to put a Mind's Desire underneath the deck. And then I wanted to imprint, like, Veil onto the Chromox. That's what I wanted to do. Instead, I'm probably going to have to imprint a Mind's Desire. Or maybe I'm supposed to imprint Lorien Revealed. Yeah, because if I get discard and they take one Mind's Desire, at least they don't take both. And then I'm gonna Island Cycle this Lauren revealed and probably get basic Island. We are a far ways away from casting anything like interesting here, but well, this is the way the cookie crumbled. Oh, it's another lands-ish. Well, this is lands. Okay, well they can have Merit Lodge next turn. Um, one, two, three, four. Okay, so a Dark Ritual gives us 3 copies of Mind's Desire, which is not really that amazing. I guess like the one ring would be kind of a nice draw here. But I mean, maybe they don't have the Dark Depths, but I'm not too hopeful here. And Yavimaya means if they can just like, oh, Sphere, oh no. Okay, Sphere probably also means I've lost. I would need, no, yeah, means every spell off Mind Star costs 1 mana, kind of defeating the purpose. Oh, that's so gross. What do we draw here? Underground Sea. They can just wasteland. Wow, I am just not. Oh God, this is brutal. Wonder if I'm gonna have to like face up to a reverse trophy here. I don't know. Another sphere. Fuck me. All right, let's just concede. No way we're beating that. I don't think we were even beating the one sphere. All right, so we want the abrupt decays. Obviously, they answer sphere quite nicely, and also force of negation. And I think these all come in place of the 4 Veil of Summer pretty cleanly. Don't think we want anything else here, so I'm just going to resubmit. I don't really have anything meaningful to board in. I think like if I had Pernicious Deed, I would consider bringing in one, but probably not. All right, let's keep this. Fetches basic island, has basic swamp. So like this ponder finding the One Ring would be kind of nice. I think I'm mulligan. I shuffle these. All right. Well, now we can force of will like a turn 1 sphere, but then our hand doesn't do anything else. All right, here's Savannah, Mox Diamond, sure. Do you have the sphere? You do. Big meanie. All right, we had the force for the first thing. Um, I could like spend Dark Ritual Lotus Petal to draw 3, which basically just like loots 3. Or not loots, but like it's card neutral. So I'm just replacing. Um, yeah, I'm just replacing the first 3 cards. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think these 3 cards are pretty good in this deck. I think maybe I cycle like land cycle, island cycle Lord Revealed here, and get Tropical Island so that I have the ability to kill a sphere if I were to draw like Abrupt Decay. Maybe I don't cycle Lord Revealed. If I draw land here, I will like use Dark Ritual to cast Lord Revealed. Mind's Desire. So I could Mind's Desire for 4, which honestly isn't very exciting. I think I am now. I'm just gonna pass. They didn't have Sphere last turn, so I'm just gonna hope they don't have Sphere now. I'm hoping they dredge Life from the Loam. To be honest, then I'm gonna like land cycle or revealed. Yep, they did. Wait, did they dredge? Yeah, they did dredge. Just another loam that's what confused me. Okay, so hopefully nothing crazy happens here, but we'll see. Yeah, just another loam. Their hand is full of lands and maybe something. Who knows? They could have something nasty. Hopefully not like Mindbreak Trap. But yeah, now we're just gonna hope to hit like a land. Not a land. Sorry, no, certainly not a land. We want a spell that can be cast. I think I pass one more time from the same sort of like um approach that like last turn they didn't have. We're trying to dodge sphere of resistance here, and and losing the game. Like if they what was it? That was Dark Depths, right? Yeah. So now they can play Dark Depths, and they have the stage. Okay. So like crop rotation doesn't get them there this turn, but might next turn. Seriously, what the fuck? Any spell, please. Just something that I can put on the stack. Okay. Passing one more time. And I might have, like, if I have miscalculated here, I might just die right now. But okay, that didn't happen. They are, again, milling rather than just taking a draw step. Okay, so now their win is face up here. We have to go for it now. Please not another land. Or like Force of Will or some shit. Tendrils is... Well, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Maybe I get lucky and they wasteland me here so that I can get to Threshold. But, yeah. Probably not. And looks like not is where it's at. Okay, so... I think I float one black mana here. Come on. Some castable spells, not lands. Dark Ritual is okay because, like, while we have another Mind's Eye in hand, we also have Tendrils in hand. Decay is terrible. Well, it's castable. Oh, Ring is good. Ring is good. This is actually, like, pretty good. Am I able to win right now? So I can cast all of these spells, which is 4, which would mean Storm is 8, and then Tendrils is Storm 9. So let's cast this. Guess like if they have what do you call it? Veil of Summer, then we're in trouble because I have to cast my Force Will, I think. Well, I mean, let's cast this to One Ring. Maybe if that like draws us a Petal or something, we can save the One Ring, Petal or a Ritual, which we could cast, but that would like yeah, if we cast this and they try to Bajuga Bog us, which I mean they're bogs in the graveyard, but if they have a second one, they can crop rotate for. We can force that. So we have 3 floating after the Dark Petition. We just get another Ritual. So that's Storm 7, Ritual Storm 8, and that's lethal. And then we can still like decay their Mox Diamond just for yeah. Let's try that. Let's try not to misclick this. I'm gonna get Cabalrit because it works in either case. It's either 4 or 6 mana that we're gonna have floating here. Okay, let's decay their Mox Diamond. They're floating white, sure. And Tendrils. It would need 2 Veil of Summer here. Okay, they concede. We got a game. So they showed us like Spheres of Resistance and Choke en masse. I don't think I changed anything here. Let's just yeah, we have 6 forces, we have 3 dazes, and we have 2 decays in case a Sphere of Resistance slips through. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Yeah, this unfortunately is a mulligan, but they mulligan to 6 as well. I guess I keep this, and I think I throw away the Dark Petition. They're down to 5, okay. They're down to 4, wow. I mean, I might be down to 4 as well if I have to force, but that is unfortunate for them and fortunate for us. They found 4 they liked. Okay, just Savannah go. Unfortunately, our hand doesn't really do anything right now, but hopefully that will change soon. Draw Days. That's sort of a medium card to draw right there. Ursa Saga. I mean, that's good for them. They can sort of get the beats going. And Sphere. I am going to Daze that rather than forcing it. This Saga is going to pose us problems like that. It's like for a mulligan to 4, having the Saga is really good. And they have third land, so they can't start making constructs. But we do have some time. Like next turn, I can Dark Ritual Lorien Revealed. But I would really like to get like a ring going here. Yeah, they are just like going ham here. And they might also like get the Pithing Needle right now. Or they might get Mox Diamond. I don't know. Expedition map. Yeah, okay, that story checks out. If they have either Dark Depths or Stage in hand, they are kind of closing in on this. Alright. I'm taking 3. Next turn, I'm taking 6. Another Dark Ritual. That's good. Yeah, I am just gonna Lorien Revealed right now. See where that takes us. That's not that exciting. I'm about to take like a lot of damage. They're gonna wasteland me here, I'm guessing. Can they follow this up? They're using the map. What are they getting? They got another Saga. Yeah. So that means they can hit me for... Yeah, that just sort of turns out that's the same if they kept the map for next turn's combat. But, alright. Brainstorm. You need to hit big, buddy. I mean, I think I have to just pass here. I don't see them dealing 10 to me, which is what it would need on the next turn. They probably deal like either it's 6 or 8. Like if they can get a Mox Diamond into play as well. And then I'm going to surveil land, draw step, brainstorm, and I need then to hit in those cards. There needs to be like a Mind's Desire or the One Ring. Well, there is a Mox Diamond. There's Dark Depths. Okay. So I would assume they're making their construct. Yeah. Okay, so I'm at 8. Sorry, I'm not at 8. I'm taking 8 here, so I'll be at 3, 2 once I crack this fetch. So close. Come on, then. Please find me something useful here. Force can go away. Draw step is Mind's Desire. Okay, excellent. I think so. I have 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 7 mana, 10 mana. So I can't afford to brainstorm here to see if we can find something. Okay, we can get rid of the decay and I think the Lorien Revealed. I do kind of want to hang on to the Force in case their last card is like Mindbreak Trap or something. Okay, let's start casting rituals here. They do appear to have just F6'd. Okay, so I'm gonna cast this and not imprint anything on it. Storm 6. I was probably supposed to force then. to build a storm and just assume they don't have anything, but I'm not going to do that in case I'm wrong. So this will be the second time I Mind's Desire for 7, and I fizzled on the first attempt, so. Okay, Force of Will is a brick. So is Daze. Oh, second Mind's Desire. That should make this sort of a non-issue, and we draw Dark Petition as well. So I think Dark Petition can just get us the tendrils here, and that means we win. Yeah, yay! We got on the scoreboard. We're not gonna 0-5. All right, sweet. On to the final round. Okay, we're on the draw for once. I'm gonna keep this little bit land heavy hand, but I'm down with that. Opponent mulligans to 6. Prismatic Vista go. Okay, maybe some sort of beanstalk strategy or like control strategy. Okay, I like the one ring. I'm gonna fetch basic island here and cast ponder. Yeah, I'll take these. I'll leave the veil on top in case I do get like griefed or something. I'd rather do that than play out the petal and then they don't see the veil. I think veil being a hidden information is pretty valuable. Okay, basic island. Another basic island. Is this high tide? Okay, let's cast brainstorm and put back maybe second brainstorm plus a land here. And I will pass. Excuse me. And I think I will like fetch undersea sewers. Like if this was high tide, I feel like I would have seen no end of like cantrips on the first 2 turns, or at least one of the first 2 turns. This is the 3rd turn they've not cast a spell. All right. Do I take this Chromox here? Chromox lets me cast the One Ring with Veil of Summer, plus potential like Daze in case they have like hardcast Force of Negation, or something like the what's his face, the guy, the Hull Breacher. All right, I'm gonna imprint Brainstorm here because if I do need to, whatever, I can, like, I'm 1 land away from then casting Lore Revealed on a subsequent turn. Okay, I'm gonna get Tropical Island. It was a little bit like tempting to not show them green at all, but I think I'd rather do it like this and actually have access to it. Brainstorm, okay. I would just really love to not get like spell pierced here. That's probably like at least make it a pitch counter. Okay, brainstorm is resolved. Force of negation. Okay, pitching ponder. Well, I mean, I am gonna Veil of Summer here. They have a second force. Okay, force pitching force. All right. My ring is gone. I have the Lorien reveal. If I could just draw like a land, then that's like great. If they have something like a Narset here, that's like an insane problem for me. 4 mana. Okay, please tap out so that I can daze. Please let me daze something here. Jace, yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. Alright. Jace is gone. Now it's the top deck wars. I'd take a Dark Ritual for this Lorien. Okay. I did draw the land, so, I mean, if I can fade their next draw step being relevant, then I can cast Lorien Revealed. Brainstorm, okay. That's just the land. They're fetch immediately. Alright, cool. I get to lure and reveal here, but I'll be tapped out. I would cast the One Ring instead if I draw a ring. Okay, I just draw a Ponder. Okay, so I think this is just pretty clearly a draw 3, and then hopefully win. Right, okay. Need to fate this being something really good. Oh no. Narset. Oh no, that was just about as great for them as it could have been. Oh, well. And they didn't know about it either. Damn. They put Brainstorm into their hand. This is funny. Thanks, Dak. Do I cast the Ponder just to like manipulate my deck? I think I do. And I think I shuffle. Alright, so I can force will something and Veil of Summer in response, and then the Veil will actually draw me a card. I can also just like on their turn Veil of Summer to draw a card if they cast a blue spell. Okay, so they have Force of Will now. Yeah, so I think I do force here, and then they force back, and I Veil of Summer. Nope. Okay, interesting. Then because their hand is Brainstorm plus Force, and maybe that is just a safe play for them. I'm gonna cycle this Veil though. Oh no, maybe I was supposed to Lore Revealed. How do I beat this? Can I beat this? Well, I guess like drawing Mind's Desire is probably step one. Okay. I just need to draw like a lot of rituals and then, or like petals and stuff. If I draw a ring, then I can like ring and then on their turn draw a card, but then I can't draw really. Okay, ritual's good. Like this is the kind of deck. What's this? Oh, it's Shark Typhoon. Okay, cool. Haven't seen that in a hot minute. But yeah, like it is against this kind of deck that there is a chance we get enough turns to like accrue resources here, but now they do have a 3/3, so that is like it's still like a 6 turn clock here, so we do have some time. They might have more. Tendrils. Okay. They're at 15. But that means like the design that Tendrils is it both is and it isn't a card that we were happy to see there. It is a card we would need to see between. Um, hmm, that's disappointing. All right, I think I'm gonna cycle this Lore and Revealed. Anyways, it's not really doing anything useful in our hand, and we probably do need all the mana we can get because we will need blue for Mind's Desire, green for Veil, and then like more mana as well. So okay, let's take a drop here. How much mana do we have here? We have 5 plus 2 is 7. Minus 5 minus I guess minus 2 is 5 again. And then like if Dark Petition gets us a ritual. But are we back at the age old problem of no, I guess like if we like Dark Ritual off of Underground Sea and then tap uh Snow-Covered Island and Sewers. Yeah, then we're like 1 blue/green mana short of actually doing it. Actually, no, hang on. How big of a shark can they make if they have one? So 1 blue and then X. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So they can make another 3/3. That doesn't kill us, so let's just pass. And then like our best draws right now are a ritual. They're portenting themselves. Okay. So the best draw is a ritual. Second best I think is a petal. Third best is a land, probably. And did they choose to use the thing? No, they didn't shuffle, so they are drawing. They still can only make a 3/3, which means that would leave us at 1. We do draw ritual. So if they have double counterspell, we don't get to do what we want here. But I think if they don't, then we do. So I am gonna try this out. All right. I think we Dark Petition right now. This is what they need to force, I guess. Oh, that just happened. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. I'll have 7 mana. So getting another Veil here isn't really an option. I do think I need to probably just get another Dark Ritual, to be honest. Alright. Let's hope they aren't playing like main deck Flusterstorm. And I think I'm supposed to cast Veil of Summer there first. That was dumb. Alright, show me some mana. Ponder is no good. Yeah. Any mana. I need mana. Did I make my land drop here? I think I did, but I forget. Turn 11, Nettle Shoe. I don't think I made my land drop. Okay, so that's probably good enough then. Cabal Ritual is great. And another Mind's Desire. Okay. So now we're swimming. Yeah, okay. I'm going to cast the Ponder because it doesn't matter. Any order. I'll shuffle, yeah. Cast Mind's Desire. We have to kill in hand right now, but I think this is safer in case they do have, like... I'm not sure what they could have at this point. They would have, if they had something that works here, they would have stopped the Mind's Desire. Well, that's really satisfying, actually, going off through the Resolved Narset. We're just showing them more of our deck here, which probably isn't ideal, but okay. So I guess we just cast the Tendrils here. I don't know. We can build a little bit of Storm here. All right, let's cast this Tendrils. Do you have Flusterstorm here? That would be quite impressive. All right, sweet. We took game 1 after some resistance put up by our opponent. I think I want Carpet. I think I want Decay and Bowmasters. Don't think I want Shieldred. Although, actually, this opponent is unlikely to have Leyline Binding. And so, would they keep in Plow versus us? I think this is actually not completely unreasonable. Okay, but we need to figure out 5 cards to bring out. Maybe like the 2 Dark Petitions can come out, and I guess like the Dazes. They will have to live in fear of Daze after that Daze on that Jace. That was his game, right? Yeah, yeah. So we won't have them, but they'll have to be playing around them. Yeah, I'll keep this. Opponent mulligans to 6. Having the Tendrils is a little bit awkward. This is a turn to the One Ring, though. It's unprotected. Okay, Basic Island go. So we just saw how not amazing the One Ring can be. Right, I'm gonna play this sewers and probably surveil this Mind's Desire into the graveyard. That opens us up to what's his face, to surgical extraction. I'm getting blown out by that, but I still think it's correct. Ponder, right. This could definitely be like a back to basics matchup. We have to watch out for that. Basic Island. Okay, I think we just like land go here. If they have Narset, that's really annoying, but ultimately not the end of the world. Teferi. Okay, Teferi is in. And they just plus him. Wise, so they can bounce a ring. I'm not going to play out the ring here. I think I just pass and then like Luring revealed. Yeah. Okay, so they're bouncing now, which means they can't bounce the One Ring, but they do have Narset. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Alright, so we are certainly under the cosh here. Let's Island Cycle, I guess, get an Underground Sea. Ritual? Okay, no ritual. Think I still just pass here. This would be a desire for 3. Next turn I can at least also like Veil of Summer. Oh, please don't have Blood Moon though. Teferi entered the reveal zone. Oh, Ponder, okay. Oh, shoot. That was bad. So maybe I actually do just cast Ring here. It's not really doing anything in my hand, and I can draw a card next turn with it on their turn. Plus, like, they can't, like, Jace me. Like, Jace plus me for one turn. Not that I don't think that matters hugely. But, and now we are, like, just, like, dead in the water to a back to basics. So, it's a little bit risky there, I guess. Ponders and brainstorms on my end step. Okay. I'm just gonna not do anything right now. Oh, gross. You had it. Yeah. That was a risk we were willing to take, and it didn't pay off. Draw shoulder it. Okay, I'm ready to concede. Let's go to game 3. And now I think I probably want Days back. I think I also want like another carpet, to be honest. And maybe like only one decay. I'm not really into decaying Narset. Probably I cut the shoulders or at least one of them. I don't know. Maybe like one Days, one Cabal Writ. Yeah, let's try this. Alright. Final game of the final round. I'm down for this. I'm gonna Tropical Island Carpet Flowers, and I hope it resolves, but I'm frankly also okay with them forcing this. I wonder if they just go fetch land go here. Yeah, that this always sort of prompts this sort of play pattern from the opponent. Dark Ritual is nice. Alright, I'm gonna ponder here. I really want to hit another land drop, which I do, and a Veil of Summer for next turn. The Mind's Desire underneath the second Mind's Desire, I probably don't want that, but fetch land go. They can just roll up to a 3-drop here and then like triple fetch and get like play Narset or something. I'm gonna brainstorm end of turn. Triple Mind's Desire. This is a little bit much. Not gonna lie. Alright. I'm gonna brainstorm again. See a Mind's Desire plus 2 fresh cards. Okay. I guess I just pass. This is pretty awkward. This, like, all these Mind's Desires have been kind of bad to draw. And if they have Narset here, like, I'll accept Narset, I guess, just not a back to basics. Okay, brainstorm. Here we go. All right, what is it going to be? Time Raveler. I think I Veil of Summer in response. Draw a card, maybe lure out. Surgical Unveil. Wow, that's strong. Okay. That's gonna get me here. They will need to like be proactively countering rituals. Let's let's float blue and let's cast Brainstorm. And put back Mind's Desire. Put back Lorien Revealed. Let's cast a Dark Ritual. See if they possibly counter this. I'm not sure. Okay, they do counter that. Do they have more Force of Will? Because if you don't, then I get to make a somewhat big desire. They have it. Okay. Alright. I guess I just cast the Bowmasters then. See where that takes us. Once again, we're sort of screwed to a back to basics, but not quite like as screwed as we were last game because we do have the carpet. Yep. And do you bounce? What do you bounce? Or don't you bounce anything? I am gonna float some black mana here. I do think I shoot you and then attack to fairy. Oh, hang on. I think I probably need to island cycle this for basic island. Yep. Hope you don't have plow or prismatic ending, I guess. Big pause here. Okay, the fairy's gone. If they can prismatic ending my carpet, I'm not gonna say the game ends, but okay. Jace is I guess we and now like Jace has to plus, or if they didn't find another way to remove the army. Yep, they plus themselves. They liked what they saw. Alright, time to draw something here. Cabal Ritual. I think I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm gonna attack Jace. Do I attack the Jace? Yeah, I think I attacked the Jace. So what did they like that they saw? They just plus themselves once more. Maybe it was like a shark typhoon. Yeah. Alright. I am just gonna pass here. Try and get a one more storm spell, if possible. Okay, now they are still plussing themselves. Okay. Cool. They still choose not to use Jace's ability. Another petal. Alright. I'm gonna keep passing here. They can't really fire off any cantrips. And I want to get to a point where I can like survive a single counterspell and still get a Mind's Desire off. Plus Jace on themselves. Okay, Force of Will. That's no good. Gonna pass. They can't like make a giant shark that kills me. Okay, dress down. Okay, I am gonna let them dress down here. This is on my main phase. Why are you doing this? Did they think it was my end of turn, or are they making some big play here? Like a shark, probably? Oh, wait, was I? Ah, I missed the trick, didn't I? I should have triggered my carpet. That was really weird. They have to make a shark right now if that's what they were going for. Okay, I guess just cycling. Yeah, I should have uh, done the thing in my second main phase. Okay, now we're getting into like Jay's ultimate territory here. Spell, spell, spell. It's a Lorian revealed. I mean, no, still don't think so, right? Like yeah, so I have 4 mana plus 3, that's 7. That's still not good enough. I'm gonna island cycle the Lorne revealed. Maybe I'm supposed to do that on their turn. Okay. They can't ultimate yet. They can ultimate next turn, so I could have been attacking all these turns. They've not like made a shark, which is what I've been playing around. I don't think if they just have like a Flusterstorm, I don't think I can beat that without my Veil of Summers, which they surgical. Okay. It's funny that they are continuously targeting them and not me. They could have been controlling my draw steps here. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, but now we do have to, as they say, it is go time. Oh, crap. Okay, they do get my Cabal Ritual. I can't do anything to stop that. That's unfortunate. Did they know that was in there? There was a Dark Ritual here too. They must have known, right? Oh, from the other surgical? Yeah, okay. I think so, at least that was, it's been a long game. It's been a long league. All right. Do you have a way to stop this? Oh, we draw a Dark Ritual. That's so exciting. We have Dark Ritual, so it's going to be a desire for 4. If they Flusterstorm this, we can pay for, I think, most of the copies. Red Blast on one of them. Okay. Just 3 copies then. Do you have more counter spells? Oh, you savage. Alright, let's see how they stack this. I have 4 mana available, and they have 6 copies of Flusterstorm. Okay, let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they put all copies of Flusterstorm on one of my copies of Desire. Some people seem to think or have a hard time with Flusterstorm or Magic Online. Just you hover the mouse over the copy you want to see what is targeting, and then it is highlighted as you can see. Okay, hang on. Sorry, they weren't done, I guess. Okay, never mind. They were, weren't they? Yeah. So you just see like my third copy of Mind's Desire is what's highlighted whenever, like wherever I hover my mouse here. So okay. So I'm just not gonna pay for that, and then it'll be countered, and then all these remaining copies fizzle. I have 2 copies of Mind's Desire. I just need to hit Tendrils or another Mind's Desire. That's not a big ask, is it? And they could have like another Flusterstorm here. Okay, Polluted Delta is not one of the things I need. The One Ring. Well, I will cast that. That also means Jace can't like ultimate me next turn, which is a little bit interesting. Let's draw a card. Another Delta. That kind of sucks. Okay, I guess I do attack. Do I attack Jace here? Um, they can make a 1/1 shark, right? No, a 2/2 shark. That's still like Jace gets pinged for one either way. That kind of turns on the rest of their deck. I don't know. I'm gonna not play Afraid anymore. I should have maybe not done that the whole of the game. All right, that was certainly pretty interesting. Meltdown. Like if they have a Narset here, that's pretty devastating. But they haven't had one so far, and yeah, I don't know. They are passing. Jace is at 13. So come on, Ring. You draw me something good. What would be good here? I guess drawing Desire naturally is kind of nice. Um, yeah, let's just float some black man, I guess. Another Desire. Um, where does this leave us? We can fetch a basic swamp. And we can just like cast a Desire, which would just like give us a random card we can play for free. Which I guess I will take. These are desperate times. It's a force of will. Yoink. It's not what we want. I will attack Jace. So like they kill Jace, or they ultimate Jace, and then like our hand becomes our deck, and then we have 4 turns. So that doesn't work. Yeah, we've lost this, but it was a fun game. We would need them to like cast a spell that draws a card, and let's just make some red mana and pass. Okay, there's a big shark. So they draw a card, and they have 4/4, and we're dead. Okay, 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 okay. GG's opponent. All right, let's wrap this up. This clearly didn't go as well as I had hoped it would. Um, I I feel like this kind of showed me that this is not like this type of shell, this sort of force of will daze, basically the sort of like shell you would put Doomsday combo into, doesn't really work that well with Mind's Desire because Mind's Desire is so resource greedy or heavy. It just needs so much. So um, I did think like basically what I thought was okay, this is like a big ritual deck. So Mind's Desire plus the One Ring is going to go really well together. And well, like did a couple of times, I feel like I did kind of get the short end of the stick with how like we fizzled from a like a couple of times with Mind's Desire, but I mean that also probably means the deck is sort of not constructed that well. There was one like glaring Mind's Desire for 7 and still fizzle, which just felt so bad. And I don't know, it definitely doesn't feel like I've cracked like obviously I didn't crack the code so to speak with Mind's Desire here, but it also didn't really feel like particularly close because like if you want to be a sort of control-ish deck that can like make basic land drop go, cast a cantrip. That also means like once you do get to Mind's Desire, your deck is going to be like maybe too laden with basic lands and like control pieces. Like casting Mind's Desire and then like drawing Dazes and Force of Wills. I mean, sometimes it feels great because like, oh, I have this Force of Will exile that I can cast for free. But mostly, I think it's just crap. It's just like that's not what you want. What you want is just like to draw gas, and it just feels like you're not getting enough storm. You're not getting enough resources. Um, and I guess for me that probably means it's back to the drawing board. And I do still like love drawing or like casting Mind's Desire, and I think I will continue to like occasionally dabble with this and see if I can, I don't know, strike gold or like hit a formula I like. But I think it might need to start with taking off the force of will training wheels and saying, okay, I'm not gonna have force of will, and then like building it as a regular storm deck, and that is sort of a leap that uh, someone who has played Doomsday for like 4 years now needs to then take, because that is one of the reasons to be Doomsday. It's like to be a spell based combo deck that has Force of Will to stop the other combo decks, and to like whenever I've played Storm in recent past, I have felt kind of frustrated whenever I faced like another combo deck and felt like an underdog, or whenever I've lost to like a turn one Sphere of Resistance or whatever. Which, I mean, we did lose to that here as well. It's a Force of Will deck. You don't have Force of Will all the time, but to just know you can't have it and know that whatever your opponent does on their turn one, like you just have to accept it every time. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit frustrating, but I don't know. I guess, like I said, back to the drawing board. I hope you had fun. I'd love some input. If anyone wants to like geek out over Mind's Desire and try and brew something, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff, all the YouTube stuff, and I will see you next Friday.